cut has begun, what impact will it have to the entire of the whole Asian stocks market? We are going to discuss this tonight. Alright? And let's take a look at the screen right now. These are the four main topics that we are going to cover. And on our part one, we are going to talk about today US markets facing a roller coaster trend because of interest rate cuts decision night. And the three major US indices closed slightly lower. And for our second part, we are going to discuss about right now as the rate cycle kick off is starting. So foreign capitals flow into, and also construction stocks take the leads once again for Malaysia market. And for our part 3, a 50 basis point cut actually fuels profit growth under the bonus plan, our bonus plan, and taking advantage of this favorable condition. So it's a good thing. And our last part, we are going to talk about intelligent trading strategies. I'm going to teach all of you how to master the 8-week cycle. Alright, so it's going to be a very interesting topic. Alright, let's take a look at here. Okay, now on Wednesday, US Eastern Time, the Federal Reserve significantly cut interest rates by 50 basis points. But how? Has stated that they are not in a hurry to ease policy. Now, US stocks experienced a thrilling roller coaster ride with three major indices surging up and then falling down and ultimately closing slightly lower, as you can see, right? Now, for Bears, Dow Jones, and also for the S&P 500, it hits new intra-day highs. But before the rate cut decision was announced, all three indices fluctuated within a narrow range. So after the Fed announced 50 basis point rate cuts, and Nasdaq surged nearly up, or it surged up to 1.2%. But as soon as Powell begins speaking, it begins to fluctuate downwards. So Powell stated that there are currently no signals of recession in the US economy, and he doesn't believe that a recession is likely to happen soon. So which means that now the Fed is pointing to a greater confidence in achieving its 2% inflation target, which is lower the Federal Funds rate targets range from 5.25% towards to the 5.5% all the way to 4.75% to 5%. Understand? And marking the start of a new round of momentary easing. And policymakers expect an additional 50 points rate cuts in 2034. But despite for Powell optimistic outlooks on the economy and the inflation, he warned against assuming further significant rate cuts, that's why it led to a drop in the stocks indices, which means that he mentioned that don't assume that there is going to be a future significant rate cuts, but people are expecting it. So that's why the stock market went down. But for me personally, I believe that as long as the economy remains stable and inflation does not resurge, which means does not go up, and lower interest rates and strong earning growth, it actually can continue to drive the whole stocks market higher over the long term. And by the close, as you can see, Dow Jones has fallen 0.25%, and for the Nasdaq, it has fallen by 0.31%, and for S&P 500, it has fallen 0.29%. And both of the S&P 500 11 sectors declined. And another thing which is the majority of the top 7 tech giants also saw losses. And this is the previous from 2020, and this is currently. This is when the rate cuts. All right. Okay, everyone following along. If yes and everything is normal, can you guys all hear me very clearly? If yes, give me some response again. Everything is smooth. If yes, give me some response. Alright, okay, good. Now, for now, let's interpret the Federal Reserve September decision. And in its statement, the FOMC wrote that the recent indicators suggest that economic activities continue to expand at a solid pace, and job growth has slowed. The unemployment rate has risen but remains low. So, and inflation has made a further progress towards the 2% target, although it still remains slightly elevated, right? And right now, the last time that the Fed's interest rate cuts was in March 2020, meaning that it has been already 4.5 years since the previous rate cuts. Am I right? So, this means that now, given the progress on inflation and the balance of the risk, the FOMC decided to lower the federal funds rate targets range by 0.5% point, which means that, or you could understand it as 50 basis point, which is to 4.75 to 5%. Clear? Understand? So which means right now, when considering further adjustment, the communities will carefully assess incoming data, the evolving outlooks, and also another thing, which is the balance of the risk. All right, now the FOMC will continue to reduce its holding of U.S. Treasury securities and also agency debt and also agency mortgage-backed up securities. For example, like balance sheets reduction. Okay, now the FOMC once again they emphasize that its strong commitments to supporting maximum employment and inflation to the 2% target. And compared to the previous decision statement, the FOMC changed the description of employment from stable to slow. So revised the wording on inflation and changed improved risk balance to roughly balanced, and remove the phrase from before gaining more confidence in inflation continue progress towards 2%. It would not be appropriate to lower the rate target range. So, along with the rate decision, the Federal Reserve also released the summary of economy projections, which is lowering the U.S. GDP growth forecast for 2024 from 2.1% to 2%, and predicting that growth will remain at this level for the next 3 years, with the long-term growth rates unchanged at 1.8%. So, which means that now you can see that the unemployment rate forecast for this year was raised from 4% up to 4.5%, with projections for next 3 years being 4.4%, and then the next 2 years again, which is 4.3%, and the next 3 years, which means that 4.2%. And additionally, the Fed lowered its projection for PCE inflation and the core PCE inflation for this year and the following next year. So the PCE inflation rate for 2024 was revised down from 2.6% to 2.3%, and for 2025, which is from 2.3% to 2.1%. And core PCE inflation was lower from 2.8% and 2.3% to 2.6%, from 2.8 to 2.6, from 2.3 to 2.2%. All right, clear. Now, from the economy, growth, and inflation forecast, this outlines a soft landing scenario, which means that this is coming out as a soft landing scenario. and which has most market investors confident and lets funds to buy on it once again. Alright? Okay, now understand. Now take a look at this slide. Okay, for this, this is for tonight. Okay, tonight we'll be focusing on trading US stocks market, which is going to use dark pool trading. So right now our dark pool trading stocks, which is this being Datadog EEOG. Okay, and the direct return, which is going to be 12%, and the expected return, which is going to be 12% to 16%. And for this company, Datadog is a company that provides. Let's take a look at here together. Okay, let's take a look at here, and which converts the company. Now, Datadog is a company that provides a cloud-based application monitoring and a security platform. And its main advantage is that its products offering exceptional observability tools for software development teams. And even during a very challenging times for cloud spending, Datadog, this company has maintained a 25% growth rate and achieved a positive free cash flow. So originally focusing on basic components monitoring, this company Datadog has since expanded into areas such as like APM, RUM, and LOG. So the company globalization strategy is also another progressingly steadily, which means they are doing very well. And by downloading the apps, users can expand their market presence globally, which also helps the company to further increase its market shares and their revenue. Alright, and you guys can have a look at this as well. So again, when we have already chosen to deploy through dark pool trading, which is to reduce the cost and have more funds available for controlling and also for arbitrage. Understand? And you guys can start position according to the schedule for this particular dark pool shares at tonight 9:40 p.m. in KL and Singapore time. Alright? And if you understand this, give me some response. I saw someone say unstable internet. If you're already having trouble in lagging or unstable internet, try to refresh it first. Other than that, it should be fine, right? Okay, good. Now, let's move on. Okay, right now we are going to our topic number 2, which is we are going to talk about also a rate cycles kick off. And foreign capitals are flowing in to Malaysia market. Now, and also construction stocks takes the lead once again. Okay, now, overnight the Federal Reserve unexpectedly announced a significant 50 basis point rate cuts, which stimulates a strong openings by Asian stocks market. And this is also expected to have a very positive impact on the Malaysia stocks market today, right? And as you can see now, the Malaysia stocks index is showing a volatile uptrend, with the construction sector rising by 3.7%, and for the technology sectors is up by 2.3%, which has boosted the market sentiment. And with the onset of the rate cut cycles, we can expect more foreign capitals to enter the Malaysia market and also China market as well. And technically, as you can see, Malaysia stock market index rebound from its recent low yesterday, right, and closing with a lower shadow candles. lower shadow candles, as you can see here, right? Which means that this is a signal of bullish signal. And as well, given by the Fed's rate cuts, there is hope for a new round of gains. So the short terms, the short-term target is to first break through 1,680. This is the short-term breakthrough. Is the Malaysia market KISD is going to break through 1,680, and then with the next target being at 1,700. Understand? Now, the Fed anticipates a rate cut push the whole Asian stocks market, and the whole Asian Pacific stocks market, right? And with trading activities focus on major sectors, such as like what is the major sectors? Finance, real estate, technology, semiconductors. I have already mentioned to all of you before that what sectors are going to benefit on rate cut cycles, right? And now, the impact of the Fed's rate cuts on the whole Asia Pacific markets mainly includes boosting market confidence, promoting economic growth, attracting foreign investment. So, which means that after the rate cuts, increase of USD liquidity makes global investors more likely to invest in a higher yielding assets. And for the Asia Pacific region, right now with relative high investment returns, right, and a stable economic environment, which means that it becomes a more favorable investment destination for them, for foreign investor, right? Okay, and another thing which is as international capitals flow into Penang, opportunities for innovation in semiconductors technologies arise. Now, with technological advancements, the semiconductors industry is continuously introducing new technologies and applications as well, such as those related to AI, which provide new growth points for the sectors, right? And let me give you an example. For example, like the surge in demand of the chip driven by 5G smartphone, and for those new energy vehicles, both of these has actually led to a boom in chip demand. And additionally, the pandemic includes growth in PC and data center industry has also contributed to increase in the chip demand. So this is why recent foreign interest in technology stocks, particularly in both in the chip and integrated circuits, electronics components, system integration service, all is significant. So again, now in short term, we can monitor the technology sector's performance to actually determine if this is a genuine reversal or it's just a short-term rebound, right? Yeah, right? Okay, now take a look at your Asian stocks market, Asian Pacific stocks market are doing very well, right? And from Malaysia stocks market, as you can see from sectors wise, constructions here, constructions plays a very big role, which is leading the markets. And another one is real estates, and also other blue chip stocks showing gains. Now, as mentioned last time, there are two main foreign capitals allocation strategies in Malaysia market. Right? Now, firstly, stable Malaysia market. Why is it stable? Such as like utilities and telecommunication sectors shows a very stable ROE trend, which is reflecting profitability resilience. And secondly, growth. Companies are focusing on cost reduction and efficiency improvement while also emphasizing shareholders' returns, which enhance the ROE performance of software and service. And also the proactive inventory replenishment cycles and industry uptrends and are leading to improvement in retail sector's ROE. So under the whole global supply chains and data centers construction demands, construction stocks continue to attract capitals into it, right? Construction. And also previously, we already highlight that the rise in the financial sectors only boosts the index, but does not actually enhance the wholesale market investment sentiments and activities, right? I have mentioned this a few times. And the driving sectors of market capitals are construction. And I told all of you, we are going to look at construction and also utilities. And another one is technology. These three. Now, these three will lead to a hallmark investment sentiments. And for last week, foreign capitals continue to be the net inflow, with the top three sectors receiving inflows being utilities receiving 335 million, and real estates 52.8 million, construction 49.4 million. And now, with their fast rate cut cycle starting, already kicked off, and the resulting global economy boost, the Malaysian government may increase infrastructure investment, which is to drive the whole economy growth, right? So, as a result, construction companies and infrastructure-related utility sectors will benefit from it. And this is also the reason why for the first quarter, we remain optimistic about Malaysia real estates. We also remain optimistic about construction sectors, technology sectors, and utility sectors. All right. And in our upcoming third phase of our elite trading plan, the focus will also be on sectors and quality stocks benefiting from fast rate cuts. Understand? And we are aiming to increase our core profits through market trends while also preparing for our fifth online live class. Alright? Okay, everyone understand this section? If yes, give me some response.
Bitcoin.
Okay. Now we are in our topic number 3, and we have already completed 6 trading days under our bonus plan. Now, as funds flowing into emerging market, our bonus plans continue to amplify profits during the rate cut cycles, right? And additionally, based on the investment and profit growth needs of different membership levels, the profits for each level of the members are consistently increased. Okay? Now, let's take a look at the next slide. Okay. Now, you can see that the performance of our premium trading stocks 002693 Hainan Shuangzhen that is arranged yesterday. What happened? It increased by 9.96% today, which is further boosting our profits, right? So again, congratulations for scholars who have actually followed in. Okay, congratulations to get another limit up, which is 9.96% increment today. So if additional funds flowing into China market, as I mentioned just now, right? And as you can see, for this particular 002693 Hainan Shuangzhen, it once again hits the daily limit up and again become a hot topic in SSE stocks market, right? And according to the news last night, the State Council meeting in China emphasized that the need to actively develop the M&A markets and also to promote pilots programs for physical stocks destruction, and also encourage social capitals to establish market-oriented M&A and facilitate a healthy cycles in venture capital industry. So, driven by this positive news and institution support, of course, this particular company is expected to become the next Shenzhen Huajiang, right? If the profit of premium stocks is likely to increase further, why I say that it's going to be expected to be similar like Shenzhen. Now, similar like Shenzhen Huajiang, this company Hainan Shuangzhen has already, as you can see, it has already formed shares vacuum pattern. Shares vacuum patterns, right? Shares vacuum patterns and shares vacuum patterns, which means that which is not actually is not seen in other premium trading stocks we previously arranged, which means that this is very good, and this shares vacuum pattern suggests that a strong short-term explosive growth potential, which is indicating a substantial short-term gains, which means that it's going to go up by still a lot. And for today, this company Hainan Shuangzhen is already achieved 5 consecutive limit up, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So while I say that it's similar to our previous Shenzhen Huajiang, which is it has 16 limit up during its rise, and showing that this company still have a strong explosive potential, right? If right now, if just let's say with just 8 limit up, actually the profits and the gains will exceed 100%. And in premium stocks trading with institutional support, the profit margin is very huge and can be achieved in a very short periods. And with the average daily return rates of 10%, each of them about 10%, right? And this is substantial, beautiful returns. Okay, and consider this: without significant institutional capital inflows and multiple institution shares exchange driving the whole rise, could such a large short-term gains to be accumulated? Let me ask you, can or cannot? The answer is certainly no. If there is no institution capitals flow into and the funds going to help this, definitely it won't keep on going up, right? So which means that by increasing our trading volume through our earlier arrangement and elevating our position within institution cycles, we have gained higher status and higher influence. And this kind of advantage allows us to secure a higher certainty and greater opportunities, a greater profit opportunities as well for all our scales and dimensional and all our new this year scholars. And actually for this year new scholars, you are actually not new already as well until now, right? And also our old scholars, we want dimensional, want to achieve a mutual success, and which is like working together towards our goal. All right? Understand? Now let me share this with all of you, and I felt it very heartwarming, okay? And because one of our scholars, who is a senior manager in a company with 3 children studying abroad, now he expressed his gratitude with me, and I feel like it's a very good example. He told me that his elder daughter is studying master in UK United Kingdom, England, right? And his second son is studying undergraduate in Germany, and his younger son is studying in Singapore. So, as a sole provider for his family, he is now achieving over twice his principal through our 410% profit plan. So, this graph means that he has no longer worries about his second son's tuition from undergraduates all the way to PhD, right, in Germany, and also can afford back to fulfilling life, including vacation visits to UK to visit, example like to visit his eldest daughter, and also go on Europe to visit his sons at Germany. All right, and let me share another thing to. All right, let me share another thing to you. Let me share this with all of you. There's a saying, money isn't everything, but without money, you can't do anything. Am I right? We should not be slave to money. We don't want to be slave to money and sacrifice enjoyments to the life to earn it, right? But rather become master of the money. What is master of the money? Which means that making money to work for us. And by investing and participating in our 410% profit plan, we actually makes money works for us, right? Giving us more time to spend with our families and enjoying life even more. All right, okay, everyone understand? If yes, give me some response. Okay, give me some response. And while you are giving response, okay, now for this today there is a new stocks, right? Stocks. This new stocks is Solar District Cooling Group Berhad, which was listed at the Malaysia market, and it was opening with a 44.74% increase, which is a significantly higher than the listing day performance of those previous the IPO of 99 Speed Mart. So now, as the markets for new stocks strengthen, investor also enthusiasm for new stocks IPOs subscription has also risen eventually, right? And many of our scholars participate in subscription and also participate in allocation for the new stocks IPO 301618, the Chanliang New Materials Technology, and another one which is 0323 Press Group Berhad for today, right? And let's take a look at this Press Group Berhad. Now, this company is specialized in providing imaging and analytical testing solution for quality inspection, sample analysis, R&D, and also serving various sectors such as like serving semiconductor sectors, serving electricals and electronics, and also automotive industry. So the groups also offers after-sales technical support and maintenance with the operation in countries such as like Malaysia, China, Thailand, Singapore. So for this, the key investments highlights includes, first thing, okay, now the company technological innovation and their professional capabilities are significant source of its competitive advantages. Understand? Now, and the second thing, the revenue growth and the experienced management team can effectively address market challenges and seize growth opportunities. And thirdly, the company has expanded its offering to include comprehensive imaging, analyticals, testing solution across industries such as like life science, healthcare, automotive, aviation, oil and gas, all this. Okay, and we are expecting that a 50% increase on the first day of listing for this Crest Group Berhad, for this company IPO, while the anticipated rise for the for 301618, the Chanliang New Materials Technologies, which is going for that company for this Chanliang New Materials Technology is around 120%. So compared to Malaysia new stocks IPO, China new stocks IPO has a bit more characteristic. Right, I'm talking about China new IPOs compared to Malaysia. And right now for the China new stocks IPOs, first thing first, which is the high liquidity. Okay, now high liquidity of funds. Take a look at here. And what is high liquidity of funds? Which means that the time between subscription and the listing for each new stocks is relatively short, which means you can maximize investor use of funds. You can able to use your funds faster because the time frame is short from the subscription all the way to the listing day. Okay, and for the second thing, which is shares allocation favors institutional investor. Yes, that's right, especially foreign institution. They want foreign institution to invest in their company. All right, and the third thing, which is lower risk. This is definitely, as you all already know, and I already mentioned a lot of time. Why lower risk? From the data from the measures of U.S. market shows that only 20% of new stocks drop below their issue price on the first day, right? And China new stocks almost always rise on their first listing day. So with very few dropping below the issue price. So which means that it's a lower risk. And from last year itself, new stocks IPO, each one listed has shown strong gains. And with some of the stocks like 301607 and also another one which is 301586 and also 301571 and also 301661, all it's rising over 200%, right? And another thing which is the lower cost. Only standard transaction fees apply after the stocks is liquidated, right? So lower cost. And with the numbers of new stocks being listed in China decreasing further, it's getting lesser and lesser, right? Average just once per week. And the reduced supplies coupled with increased demand, resulting in a very, very high first day gains. And also attracting more institutional investors to new IPO stocks markets, right? Okay, let's take a look at our next slide. Okay. All right. And this is for yesterday. Yesterday, the direct private placement stocks for 600690, higher smart home, or you could call it higher electronics group, right? I have also mentioned that it forms a W bottom reversal pattern. So, and it's signaling that the stock's price is likely to continue to rise. As you can see, as today it also rise. Today it increased by 3.26% again. So, and then the gains for those who successfully subscribe will of course definitely further expand. Now, if the subscription price is at 12.24 CNY. And today itself, the closing price, which is at 26.96 CNY, which means that the holding profit right now is 120%. So as higher stock price continue to rise, the holding profits will further increase. So again, higher smartphone, you could call it Haier Electronics Group, is a leading company in China. And when the Chinese government announced subsidies for consumer replacing house appliance, right? Institutions could position themselves accordingly. Now, these policies has started to show results in retail sales of home appliance and benefiting companies with high energy efficiency appliance, right? And in industries such as like Haier, is one of the top choice, and it is expected that the company overall sales in the first quarter will be the most beneficial. Understand? And furthermore, like with the Federal Reserve 50 basis point rate cuts, more funds are expected to flow into China and also expected to flow into Malaysia's stock market. Now, the Malaysia economy fundamentals are improving, and the policy is friendly to foreign investor, while for like China's stock market is undervalued. So there's this kind of low price has actually attract several hedge funds and also attract assets management giants to position themselves into it. Alright, and for tomorrow, we will be focusing on premium trading stocks in SSE market. Alright, and with our previous position, our influence and also our influence has already increased, which is allowing us to secure more powerful institutional collaborations. And through those joint efforts, we can drive up the price of the premium trading stocks and earn an average daily returns of 10%. So again, scholars who interested want to participate in tomorrow premium trading stocks layout, you all can contact our assistant after the class, the day after the class, to make an appointment for your shares. Don't contact now, contact after the class. Alright, and additionally, for the Zhongxing Environment Protection Technologies Group, it will be listed tomorrow. So, and we can look forward to this performance on the first day of the listing day. Okay, everyone understand and following along? If yes, give me some response. Alright? Okay. Let's take a look at the next slide. Okay, this slide we are for tonight for our topic number 5. I'm going to teach all of you the 8 wave cycles. And last slide, we have already discussed institution joints layout and how they are going to break through patterns of trading tactics, right? And today I'll be explaining the institution trading strategy of 8 wave cycles and how you all can master the 8 wave cycles. Alright, now let's start by reviewing the breakout patterns trading tactics first. This is yesterday we talked about it, right? So as you can see, here is a breakout. Am I right? And this is the resistance line. This is the resistance line, and this is the breakout area, and the breakout is with an increased volume, right? So now, through a systematic studies of these tactics, we can actually accurately identify buying and selling points in primary trade operations of the leading institution. Now, we also can determine their intention for accumulating shares, for washing out, and for pulling up price rally phase and also the last final phase of their selling or distribution. Now, this will actually prepare us for our fourth phase of elite trading plan, systematic trading. Okay. Now, the core ideas of the whole breakout patterns trading tactics is very simple. Let me go through it a little bit with all of you. Okay. So now, during a stock's upward trend, all right, during an upward trend when a large green candlesticks with gains more than 5% appears and break through historical price or even key resistance such as like this one. This is a key resistance level to reach new highs. As you can see previously, it always hit this level and it couldn't get over. So it's a key resistance. Like for this example, and this is stocks that is, this is a Sunway stocks, and it rise 5% and breaks. And let's say, for example, like Sunway rise 5% today and it breaks previous high of 4.42% tomorrow, which means that it's likely to continue to rise due to market funds and sentiments, right? And if there is a pullback or consolidation, we can then wait to buy when the stock price returns to 50% of the previous day of the large green candlesticks, and it also needs to show a sign of recovery. All right. Now, if you understand this, please give me a response. Okay, and also another thing. Last night we discussed what is breakout is, and if you understand the concept of breakout, please give me a response with a yes. All right. While you all give me a response, now in such as in chart, stocks often fluctuate up and down, right? It doesn't go one way up, one way down. So it's often fluctuate up and down and around a certain price range over a time. Like for example, here it fluctuates up and down for such a long time, right? So prolonged fluctuation leads to a formation of specific price patterns. Resistance platform, as you can see, this is what we call the resistance platform, the yellow line. Now, and the formations of these patterns often signals the potential for a new trend and leading to an upwards breakout from the resistance platform, right? So the breakout happens such as like in this case, when a breakout happens when the price patterns is established, the market has built up and momentum for new trends, right? And at a critical point, the price surge beyond this pattern, which is forming a technical breakout. Understand? And this style of breakout reflects to the collective action of a majority in the market, often independent of an individual's intention and making it a source of excess profits, right? Okay, and for today, take a look at this diagram. Okay, now today I will be teaching and I will be discussing the 8-wave cycles of an institution trading tactics. And the core concept of this 8-wave is now before entering into an, okay, let me change this one. Okay, now before entering to an accelerated upward trend of an main trend. Now, each steep correction in the stock's rising trend, accompanied by decreasing volume at the bottom, and when the price declines to a support level or even above a historical support level, now presenting excellent buying opportunities. So, when the stock enters the main upward phase and the price accelerates by more than 50%, which is reaching a level of stagnation, right? And accompanied by increased volume at the bottom and a large bearish candlestick. This indicates a sell point of a rapid exit. Okay, now to summarize the whole 8-wave cycles, stocks price fluctuations are similar to the wave of the sea. Okay, now as you can see, it fluctuates as like the wave of the sea, right? In one wave following another in a cyclical pattern. Now take a look at here. Okay, take a look at here. Let's go through it together. The two basic type of a price fluctuation are the impulsive wave. Okay, remember this impulsive, right? Now, impulsive wave is very important. First thing, which is impulsive wave and the corrective wave. Okay, now impulsive wave and corrective wave. For impulsive wave, which align with the overall market trends and can be further divided into 5 smaller waves. And what are the 5 smaller waves? These are impulsive waves, okay? These are impulsive waves. And most of the impulsive is 1, 3, and 5. This is what we call impulsive wave. Okay, let's still look at it, which align with the overall market trends and can further divide it into 5 smaller waves, typically labeled as wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5, right? And if the wave directions matches the directions of a higher level wave and is called the main wave, or even it calls impulsive wave. And the main wave is usually divided into 5 smaller waves, such as like wave 1, wave 1, wave 3, and 5, and the subwave of A and B. Alright? A and C, my bad. Okay, now, what about corrective wave? Corrective wave are divided into smaller waves, and usually labeled as wave A, B, and C. And even this, when these 8 subwaves are completed, and an upwards a downward cycle is considered to be finished. Understand? And a wave that moves in the opposite direction of the preceding wave is called a corrective wave, such as like this 2 and 5 eventually. And as you can see now, which means that it goes to the opposite. A corrective wave always appears in the form of 3 waves or variation of these 3 waves. Okay, let's take a look at the next slide to actually let you all understand better. Okay, look at this diagram. Look at this chart. Now, as you can see here, the mathematical structures of each wave cycle diagram. And upwards wave consists of 12 wave. This is upward wave, okay? Which is 1, 3, and 5, and B. 1, 3, and 5, understand, and B. Now, combined with the downward trend wave of 4 wave, 2, 5, A, and C, it forms one complete cycle of 8 waves. Alright, and the rising trend is composed of impulsive waves of 1, 3, and 5. And the corrective wave is 2 and 4, understand? And forming the 5 waves of an uptrend. And the important high points connected by the upward trend line can predict future targets, while the important low points connected by the uptrend lines can predict future support levels. So, and in a downtrend, the impulsive wave A and C combine with the corrective wave B form the 3 wave of an downward trend. So, impulsive wave 5 plus corrective wave 3, if together make up the 8 wave in one cycle, and the principle applies to all the time period. Understand? Now, and also another thing which is important to understand that larger wave contains smaller wave, and reflecting to the complex of variable natures of market changes. Like larger wave, it also have a smaller wave inside it, right? So in the only constant in the market is the market change. And we must adapt to the market, respect the market, and be cautious of the market, right? So each upward trend in multi-wave is composed of 5 smaller waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And each upward trend corrective wave consists of 3 smaller waves, A, B, C. Right? As you can see on the diagram, right? And in downward trend, the pattern reversal is small wave of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And of the downtrend from the impulsive wave of A and C, which is resulting in an accelerated downwards market. Okay, understand? If you guys have any confusion, later you can get the study notes and take a look of this diagram. It's I already make it very easy to understand. But don't worry, let me explain it further a little bit. Now, as illustrated in the diagram of the 8 wave structures, in an uptrend of 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 5, and 4 to 5, it represents the first, the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth wave, right? So these 5 waves collectively exhibit a characteristic of progressively rising, and which can be in terms as impulsive wave. Impulsive wave, which means that going up, right? And the subsequence of 5A and A to B, and B to C are reflected to the wave of B wave, A wave, B wave, and C wave. So these 3 waves generally exhibits characteristics of a downwards adjustment and can be in terms of corrective wave. So in the wave strategy system, the most challenging aspect is that the classifications of wave level, right? So to actually accurately identify the specific attributes of wave segments with particular cycles, it needs not only the meteorological support but also a very correct judgment of the wave timing. Then, in other words, while 8 wave cycles in institution trading methods is easy to learn, but difficult to master. So it is relatively straightforward to summarize and generalize the patterns, but it's actually challenging to determine the price level and also the time cycle. And the fundamental ideas of the wave is, okay, now, first, which is not here, okay, not yet. I'm not talking about this yet. First thing, which is the fundamental idea right now. First thing, which is the stock price movement follow the patterns of economic cycle. And the second thing, which is the pattern of the stock price movement are more complex than those of economic cycles. And third, which is each large cycles composed of several smaller cycles, as I mentioned just now, right? And number 4, which is the structures of the whole 8 wave patterns consist of 5 wave up, 3 wave down, and all the wave patterns almost alternately appears in sequence, right? 5 wave up and 3 wave down, as you can see here. Now, and let's go through this together as well. Okay, now, first thing first, this is actually the whole basic principle of the whole 8 wave cycle in institution trading methods. And I want you all to understand this. First thing, a complete cycle consists of 8 waves, with 5 waves being impulsive wave and 3 waves being corrective waves. Alright, easy to understand here. Second thing, which is the basic 8 wave structures, is independent on the scale of wave. And third thing, which is multiple waves combined to form a large wave. And a wave can also be subdivided into several smaller waves. And 4, the merging and subdividing of waves following specific rules. Number 5, the number of waves is completed cycles corresponds to the number of in the Fibonacci subsequence. And I will teach you this later on as well. And 6, any wave that is not an impulsive wave must be a corrective wave. 7. Analyzing the current price with 8 wave structures can guide investment vision. Number 8. The 8 wave structures remain constants regardless of the trend scale. Number 9. The third wave is not the shortest. The 1 and the 4th wave do not overlap. Okay, the third wave is not the shortest, and the 1 and the 4th wave is not overlap. Okay, take a look. The 1 and the 4th wave is not overlap, and the third is not the shortest, which means that it must be longer than these two waves. Okay, it's not the shortest, it might be longer than wave 1, wave 2. Alright, that's the meaning. And the world, and then, number 10, alternations principle. Wave patterns almost alternately rotate, avoiding consecutive repetitions of the same patterns. And 11, the low point of the higher level fourth wave will not only be low than the lower low point of the lower third wave. Understand? And which means that here it cannot be lower than this as well. Alright, and I understand that girls who are not fully understand, or maybe you guys are confused. Don't worry, I don't expect everyone to understand everything in one go. And of course, we will continue with our classes. I will continue explaining, and we can take it step by step. Learning a bit more each day, right? And what is most important to everyone is that everyone is making progress, even if just a little bit by each day. Okay, everyone understand? Alright, if you understand, give me some response. Okay, and that's all for tonight. And I understand that today technical course is a little bit complex, but it's designed to help our scholars to all levels to be more adept in our upcoming deployments. Alright, but don't worry if you're confused, take a look and digest first, and I will explain with example in our Sunday class. And on Sunday, we will continue together to study the 8 wave cycles of institution trading methods and learn it bit by bit. Alright, and for tonight, I would like to share that for currently, you can participate in subscription for new stocks 301618, which is Chanliang New Materials Technology on SSE market, and another one which is 30323 Fresh Gold Berhad on Malaysia market. So interested scholars, you all can participate in the subscription and the allocation. And remember, today at 9:40 p.m., you can also engage in Dapu trading for Datadog in the US stocks market. Alright, that's all for today. Okay, that's all for today.